I want to start this video off by congratulating all of you for making it to this point. There are people who have quit. They quit in law school, they quit the bar exam studying, but you made it. You made it to game day. Hey guys, it's Mikayla and welcome to another bar prep video. The fact that you're sitting here right now watching this video with the bar exam right around the corner means you have already accomplished a great feat. You made it. And I wanted to tell you guys that myself. To even make it to the point where you're at right now, you had to have had an abundance of strength. And that strength is going to propel you through the exam as well. At this point, you have to trust that you put in the necessary work to achieve the result that you desire. Remind yourself of all of the countless hours and sleepless nights that have occurred since the start of your studies, and go into the exam with the knowledge and the confidence of how hard you've worked to even get to it. Now, with the bar exam so close, it's time to start planning for the actual day of the bar exam. At this point, there's really not much more time to learn a ton of new information. You want to hold on to the information you've already attained and make sure that you go into the bar exam prepared. And you're going to. I know you're going to, but I just wanted to give you guys a few little pointers, last minute things, just to make sure you do go into the exam as prepared as possible. A common question that always circulates is, when should you stop studying? Should you study at all the day before the bar exam, and what about the morning of the bar exam? There's a lot of people that will just give you the blanket statement of don't study the day before, take the time to rest and recover and relax, and I do believe that for a lot of people, that is what you should do. However, if you truly know in your heart that you need to be reviewing information the day before and that's what's actually going to relax you and calm you, that is completely fine as well. This is the time where you do truly have to do what is best for you. If taking the entire day off the day before the bar exam and not looking at a single rule is going to stress you out more, then don't do that. If you need to do some light review and throw in a couple multiple choice questions here and there, that is completely fine. But I think for everyone, it is important to know that the day before the bar exam is not the day to learn new information. If you're going to review anything, make sure it's things that you've already learned, things that you just want to have fresh in your brain. And if you are choosing to take the day off and just relax, that's fine too. Commit to that and really focus on preparing your mind and your body for the next few days that will come. What I do suggest everyone do the day before the bar exam, though, is to run through the day of the exam in your head. So in your head, think, okay, I'm waking up at this time, I'm going to get dressed, I'm going to brush my teeth, I'm going to use the bathroom, then I'm going to come out and I'm going to make coffee, I'm going to grab the things I prepped. That's exactly what I want you to do, literally down to the T. Run through the day of the bar exam in your head. What this is going to do is take away some of the initial anxiety of your brain not knowing what's going to happen. If you run through the entire day in your brain, then it's going to put your brain a little bit more at ease because it's going to feel a little bit more familiar. What this also will do is ensure that you have prepared and packed every single thing you need. Okay, so for this portion of the exam, I know I'm going to need these things, pack them. Okay, so between the breaks, I know I'm going to need these things, pack them. As you're running everything through your head, pack and prepare everything you're going to need. Pick out the clothing that you're going to wear the night before, so that's one less decision you have to make that morning. Make sure your clothing is comfortable, something that will keep you warm if you're sitting in a very cold room, and something you can remove some layers if you're sitting in a very warm room. Make sure you have your breakfast prepared and your lunch as well if you need it. If you're going to somewhere where they have lunch for you, then of course you don't need to prep your lunch. But prep all of the food, including the snacks if you're allowed to have them, that you need the day before as well. And of course, make sure you pack everything you're going to need for the actual exam, whether that's writing utensils, ticket information, identification, everything that you need, make sure you have that ready the day before as well. And once you get to the nighttime, once you get to the night before the exam, that's the time where you really do need to take it easy. Put all of your stuff away, put all of your study materials away, and truly just try to breathe and relax and get your brain in a place where it's going into the exam in a calm state and not a state of stress. I went into a little bit more depth in my last video about some of these things, so that's why I'm not repeating a ton of information in detail, but when it comes to the night before, you also want to make sure you get as much sleep as possible. You want to go to sleep well before you actually need to be asleep. Go to bed. I would suggest 1 or 2 hours before, just so you're in the position, the best position you can be of actually getting some rest. And when you wake up the day of the bar exam, you will have everything prepared, you will have everything ready to go, and you will know that you've put in the work to achieve a successful outcome. You might feel that you should have studied more. We all did. You might feel that you don't know enough information. We all did, but that's normal. Have all of those feelings and then quickly put them away, because you don't have time to go into the exam with doubts. If you're telling yourself that you're unprepared and you should have studied more and you're not going to pass, that's what your brain's going to be thinking when you go into the exam, and all of that's going to do is bring you down and ruin your confidence. Like I said, have those feelings if you need to and put them away so you can go into the exam with confidence. When you walk into that exam, I want you to tell yourselves, I put in the work. I remember the countless hours I put into studying. I remember the sleepless nights. I remember the breakdowns. I remember the stress, and all of that is going to be worth it because I'm going to get that pass. Remember, you do not have to be perfect. You do not have to get the highest possible score on this exam. All you have to do is get the minimum score required to pass. We're going for the minimum here. Now, once you are in the exam, if you need to take some time and just breathe. The information will come back to you, and your adrenaline is probably going to be so high that you're going to be recalling things left and right that you didn't even think you'd remember anyway. If your gut's telling you to choose a certain multiple choice answer, stick with that answer and do not let doubt creep in. When you go into those essays, make sure you read them a few times in case you miss something, do the outlining that you feel you need to do, make your arguments, and put everything into that exam that you have in your brain. It's a lot more information than you probably feel like you have right now, I promise you. And when in doubt, as I've said before, make it up. Of course, make something up reasonable, but if you truly do not remember a rule, or you just don't even know what's going on, read the facts, read the question stem, and try to come up with the most reasonable rule possible. You're probably going to get some points, and some points on this exam is always better than none. So do not leave anything blank, make up rules if you need to, and trust that the information that you have in your brain will come out. Whether you've been watching my videos from day one of bar prep, or this is the first time you're seeing me, just know that I believe in you. Your friends believe in you, your family believes in you, and now it's time for you to believe in yourself. As someone who likes to what if things to death negatively, I challenge you guys to what if things positively. What if this exam goes exactly how you want it to? What if your strongest subjects that you know every single rule statement in are on the exam? What if the subjects that you're weaker in don't even show up? What if you remember every single thing you studied? What if you finish early? What if you leave the exam feeling confident? What if you pass the bar exam and become a licensed attorney? Those are the things that I want running through y'all's heads. Why? Because there is no indication that anything bad is going to happen otherwise. I have thoroughly enjoyed this ride with you, and I will still be here for all of you when this is all over. So subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and let's continue this journey together. Again, I am so incredibly proud of you guys for making it to this point. It's a point that not a lot of people get to. And I trust that you guys have put in all of the time and work necessary to pass the bar exam. So I hope everything goes smoothly. I hope everything pans out exactly how you want it to, and I will see you on the other side. Goodbye and good luck.